Hey, this is Noel Phyllis this side again. So I hope you guys are doing well. So this is my third video on YouTube, and today I would like to talk about something which is very interesting, and this is something which you won't get it for free anywhere, and this is some secret that many rich hold on to themselves, and they never wanted to disclose it to the poor people or the middle class people. And today I'm going to talk about a book which helped me at a situation where I was fed up in my life. I was already ready to give up. I was already having double thoughts about the decisions I made. So this particular topic that we are talking about, it's about a book. The book named is The Secret. So basically, this book reveals the entire truth about the universe. This book reveals the entire truth about the abundance of wealth. This book reveals the truth about how you can create your life, or how you can create each and every moment of your life as you wish. So talking about this book, I will tell you how I got this book at the very first. So I'm reading this book, if my guess is proper, I'm reading this book by 2018 or 2019 is when I'm reading this book. I think it's the end of 2018. So it was a time where I lost my business. I was doing a business back then when in 2018. So I lost my business. I had some very great fails in my business. I had some big loss in my business at that time. So I was devastated. So that was a time when I'm not able to go to my hometown because I was facing some penalties at the court because of the business that I was doing. And that was a time where I don't even have a single penny to have my food every day. And the most surprising part was I was not even having a place to stay at that time. So there's a place, so the business which I was doing was in Mumbai. So there's a place in Mumbai named Juhu. So Juhu is a beach side actually. So in the beach, the people are allowed to sit anytime they want. Even at the night time, there is not of big deal. Normally, if the tourists are sitting, the police will come and ask them to go out. And for the residents or for the locals, there is no any big trouble there. We can spend any time we want at the Juhu beach. And talking of Mumbai, Mumbai is no such big deal where you can't do anything. You can do anything you want in Mumbai. Mumbai is a place with a lot of freedom. So that was the time of my life which I thought about really giving up and going back to my hometown, or going back to my village and settle down and lead a normal life. So mostly I spend my half of the day, or more than half of the day, in Juhu only, because Juhu was my home back then. So we were having a bike at that time, a bike in sense we were having a scooter at that time. So this scooter, inside the scooter, we will be keeping all the supplements like water, one blanket for resisting the cold at night. So all these things are set up. So along with me, there will be one of my friend always, like he's my best friend or he's my best buddy, as I said earlier. So this guy is currently he is in Poland. So he was there with me when this was happening. So we both used to go to the office, we used to do our work, because that was the time where the business was already falling. It was already fallen, but I was still holding on it, hoping I could bring it back. Normally at that particular time, how the day was supposed to be, like morning I will wake up in sense we will wake up from Juhu beach. Like we will be sleeping in the left side. I still have the videos. I'm keeping it in my personal gallery. Like I'm still having the videos. So we will wake up in the Juhu beach. Then first we will go directly to McDonald's, because McDonald's is the only place in the entire Mumbai which people won't ask much question. Everyone who are sitting around will be very busy on their talks. They won't look on each other's eyes. They really doesn't care. So McDonald's have a very good customers. McDonald's have a very good kind of customers who won't look into our eyes. So we will go directly to McDonald's, and my friend will sit on the table, and first I will go to the washroom. I will go to the washroom, I will get all freshen up, I will come back, and I will settle down, and my friend will go, he will go get ready, and he will come back. Then we both all got ready. Then we go back to the office, we do all that stuff, we trying to do that, we trying to do this, we telling them that this. Then we were doing everything in our possible powers to lift up the business. Then we come back to Juhu, because Juhu is the home and nobody know about it, and because we go up to the office in a way that we are coming from Grand Shirt, and because we dress up well. So At that time I was laying down in Juhu, laying down in sense literally laying down, because in Juhu that is what actually we do. We look into the sea and we believe or we affirm ourselves everything is going to be all right, because Mumbai really give that sense which you really feel proud about your decisions and you really keep thriving, because Mumbai helps me a lot on that part. So I was literally laying down on that beach, and this guy, the guy I was talking about, Ashwin, he walks over and he gave me this book. So he gave me this book and he told me this is something which I read really makes sense on me, which really helped me at many situations. I hope this book will work on you. So at that particular time, at 2018 was a time where I'm never a person who read book, or I'm never a person who is interested to read books. Even at the school times, I never went to the library side. This shop was there, so there is a particular table we can sit and we can read books. Mostly people from like normally rich people used to come there because this dosha is very good, so rich people used to come there, used to spend their evenings there. I got this book and I started reading it. Literally I opened this book and I still remember the first thing, The Secret. Actually what made me read this book, or what I'm going to disclose now, this is literally a secret. None of you will never believe, because until and unless you read this book you will never understand how important this book is in your entire life. It doesn't matter you are an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter you are doing a 9 to 5 job, it doesn't matter you are a C class labor, it doesn't matter you are a very rich guy. This book actually matters for everyone. This book is something which is very important in our entire journey on life. So this book was of Honda. So I read this book, I opened this book, and the very top of the acknowledgement part, it was written, it actually was written as, the secret which I am going to reveal is something which is something which the rich won't never tell you, which is something which you will never get from outside. This is something which is going to change your entire life. So you think about the circumstances, or think about the situation where I am someone who already touched the rock bottom and there is nothing such as hope in front of me, because I was already out with all the credits, I was already out of all the I was already out with all the shelters that I could get, or I was already out with all the possible ways that a hope can even stand in front of me. So when I opened this book, even at the acknowledgement part, it was written, this secret which I'm going to tell you is going to change your entire life. That particular sentence gave me the hope. That particular sentence gave me the hope to read further, because it was really satisfying at that particular moment. There is no one to tell me to believe, but that book really asked me to believe and hold on and keep hold on to my dreams. So I read this book, I opened this book, and it was written there, believe this book is going to change your life, or believe the secret which I am going to disclose is going to change your life. So the same thing that day the book told me, I'm going to tell you. If you are listening to me very properly, or if you get to read this book, you are very lucky, and listen to me. The secret which I'm going to tell is going to change your entire life. Okay? So talking about the secret. So the secret, the book consists of the particular parts where the first thing it talk about what exactly is the secret. The second place it talk about who are the people who made the secret, or who, from where the secret actually came from where they got the secret, or from where the author found the secret. And the third part it talk about how you can bring a lot of abundance of wealth to your life, how you can bring a lot of joy to your life, how you can build a good relationship, how you can build a healthy lifestyle. So this book consists of different parts, but I'm not going to talk about the entire thing, because this video won't be never enough for the book. But I'm going to talk about the secret. I'm going to tell you about that secret that nobody ever knew, or only some of you. Some of the people who are watching this will be knowing about this book, or some of you who will be watching this will be ever heard about this book, because this book is something which is very sacred, So talking about this book, in Secret, actually what Secret reveals is, your imaginations is your thoughts. Anything that you imagine knowingly or unknowingly, anything that you imagine knowingly or unknowingly will reflect on your actions. Anything you are imagining. So think about it, okay? Before, from the school times, we maybe have heard this prophecy that telling your thoughts makes your actions, right? Your thoughts makes your actions. The Secret talks about your thoughts, how you can put your thoughts. and how law of attraction works in this world. When I talk about law of attraction, even when I talk about law of attraction to my best friend used to tell me, you are completely believing on the pseudoscience. You're completely believing on the pseudo part. But trust me, even if you accept or not, law of attraction is always happening all around you. Law of attraction is the law of the universe. It's a normal concept. If you are coming to the quantum physics tells in a way that the evolution starts from thoughts. From thoughts, the evolution started. So think about it. Law of attraction is something which is always happening all around you. Law of attraction is something which you believe or which you knowingly or which you unknowingly is happening around you. So the secret says that your dominant thoughts, okay, the dominant thoughts that you are having is what, which will be the actions of yours. So the law of attraction doesn't care about you perceive good or bad, or the law of attraction doesn't care about you want it or you don't want it. The law of attraction completely works on your thoughts. Whatever your thoughts are, the law of attraction is going to work exactly on that. So I will explain the process, okay? You think about, for the example, for the instance, I can say, think about how a television works, okay? This is something which was exactly written on the book. So think about how the television works. Most of us don't know how is the process of how the television works, okay? So you sitting in front of your television and you are tuning the channel, okay? You tuning the channel, and somewhere there is somewhere there is a television center which will be producing a particular frequencies, and when you tune the channel up to the frequency which will be matching, when you tune your channel on, suppose you are tuning the channel on suppose you are tuning the channel on 50 hertz, the frequency will go out and it will catch the signals of 50 hertz and it will show the pictures on your TV. Suppose if you don't want that channel, you will change the channel of 60 hertz and the frequency will go out and catch a 60 hertz frequency pictures on your TV. So this is how the TV works, or this is how television works. You tune the frequency and the frequency will go out and take the visuals and show it on your TV. Think about the same procedures, think about the same concept as a human mind. You think about the thoughts, okay? Anything that you are thinking about, or anything that the thoughts that you are having knowingly or unknowingly, is completely going out to the world or completely reflecting on the universe, because this is how law of attraction works. Anything that you think about will come to you. Suppose for the instance, I can say you are someone who is very crushy or very so much into a particular car. Think about, you are someone who is so much into a BMW. You are someone who is mad about BMW. For the last 4-5 days, you are looking about the red color BMW 320. You are looking at the car. You are looking at the specifics. You are looking at the particular steering you want. You are looking at the headlights you want. You are thinking about the NOS you want. Thinking about the lowering part of the car. Everything you are thinking about, you are so much into the car for the last 4-5 days, and I believe me, when you go out, when you get to the road, you will be definitely seeing a BMW. You will be definitely seeing 2-3 BMWs for the next 4-5 days. Whenever you go or whenever you are out, until before you started thinking about or you started checking on the BMW, you have never seen a BMW passing through. But ever since you started Googling, or ever since you started surfing on BMW, you are seeing BMW on the very instance. You are always seeing a BMW. You are always seeing a BMW which is on the exact color that you want. This is exactly how human mind works. Being in the law of attraction, let me tell you, this is how the universe works. You put your lot of action, you put your lot of concentration, and you put a lot of attention to a particular thought. It will definitely come as actions, or the universe will show it to you as actions. Let me be precise. So think about, you are a person who was always talking about dreams. You are someone who's talking about wealth. You are talking about abundance of wealth. You are talking about making money. One day you will definitely become that person who you are talking. Just because of talking, you are never going to be the person. But how the universe works is, the more you are thinking about the particular process, the more you are thinking about the particular thought, only these kind of thoughts will happen around you. Only these kind of thoughts will be coming to you. This is how universe works. Most of the times you may have seen some rich people who made a lot of money, suddenly lost all of money, and again suddenly they made a lot hell back of money back. Some You may have seen in your life rich people losing all the money, suddenly they are making money, suddenly they are making all the money that they lost. Normally how this happens is, Normally if you are someone, not if you are someone, so normally if it's talking about the rich person, he is someone who only know about making money, who never know about being poor. He don't know what exactly poor is, how poor feels, or what is the grind, what is the hard part of grinding for money, what is the hard part of making money. He only know how to maintain money. So in his dominant thoughts, he's only thinking about making more money, he's only thinking about having more money. So the more you are thinking about having more money will come to you. Normally the Indian concept or the ancient concept is like money, we visualize them as Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi. So there is something as, if you are someone who don't want Lakshmi to go out, you are someone who always keep Lakshmi hidden inside you. You keep it down under your pillow, you keep it on the pot inside your shelf, you keep it under your fridge, under your refrigerator. Normally what happens is Lakshmi will never come to you. The thing is what, the person who always spend money, the person who have the will to let Lakshmi out and believe that Lakshmi will come back, is the person who is making a lot of money. Let me be clear, don't get confused, okay? All I'm telling is, if you're a person who is always worried about money and keeping it in a place where you never want to lose it, you will definitely lose it. Think about, you are a person who never care about money. Never care about money in sense you need to respect money, but never care about money. Money isn't anything. You thinking about money, you will never make money. You think about abundance of wealth, you make money. So what happens is, if you are someone who is letting money go out, if you are someone who is spending on the place you want, and you are enjoying money, you are loving Lakshmi, and you are giving the freedom to Lakshmi, you will make a lot of money, because you are never scared of money. You are in your dominant thoughts, there was never a minute when you thought you will lose money. You was always in the place where you are enjoying money, and money will be there with you, because that's how law of attraction works. So how the rich guy suddenly lose all money is, when he is having money, he is having the thought, oh, I never want to lose this money. Nothing happens, whatever happens, I never want to lose this money. Let me go back to the first point which I talked about, the first secret I told you about. The universe doesn't care about what you want and what you don't want. The universe only works on your actions. So you are thinking as, I never want to lose the money. The universe listen as, he want to lose money. I don't want to spill my coffee. I don't want to spill my coffee on my t-shirt. The universe thinks as, he want to spill the coffee on his t-shirt. I never want to fall down. The universe thinks as, he want to fall down. So the thing is like, the law of attraction works in a way, it doesn't care about what you don't want and what you want. It's only works on your thoughts. It's only works on your dominant thoughts. So the rich guy who had all the money, at some point he thought, I never want to lose money. Suddenly he lost all the money. But how he acquired all the money is, when he lost all that money, the old thoughts that he was having, oh, I want the abundance of wealth. The place where the rich person who don't know how to be poor, who never experienced the way of poor, who made his dominant thought as, I need to make a lot of money. Suddenly a lot of money appeared. Thoughts are magnetic, they have frequency. Everything you put out will go to the soul, will go out and will come back to the source. So everything you put out will go out, attract the same frequencies and come back to the source. So the more you think about the abundance of wealth, believing on the law of attraction, more abundance of wealth is going to come to you. So this book at that particular time, how it helped me was, going on reading to the book, or going further reading on to the book. I was a person who was broke and who touched the rock bottom at that time. This book gave me the hope that you just gotta believe. You only need to keep your dominant thoughts very clear. Your life right now is the reflection of your past thoughts. Okay, your life right now is the reflection of your past thoughts. So compare yourself, the life that you are leading right now is because of the past poor thoughts that you had. If you are having a pathetic life right now, that means you made some very poor decisions. So you had some very poor dominant thoughts at the very back. At the past, you are having a very bad dominant thoughts. Because of the thoughts, it reflects the actions on your present life. You are a person who is very boring. You are a person who lives a pathetic life. So you can compare yourself and make a step in a place where you compare the difference. Your life right now is reflecting the past thoughts. So why can't you make a dominant thought now, which will be changing your entire life? Being precise, okay? In this book, everything is written. Everything is written in this book, okay? Think about every invention we had. Think about each and every invention we had, okay? You think as a director, you think as a film director, you think about every invention we had. Suppose Marconi invented the tape recorder, or suppose Einstein invented the bulb, or the Wright brothers invented the aeroplane. So normally you think about the instance. So I'm not someone who lived with Wright brothers or Einstein, but think about the instance as per what I read of the book, as per what I apply in my life, as per the result that I'm having. Let me tell you, you think about it. The Wright brothers who invented the aeroplane, the entire world uploaded them, the entire world uploads them telling that you guys did really great. But think about the Wright brother, or the brothers who had this visual on their mind first. They somewhere in their life, they had this visual of making the aeroplane. Aeroplane is not a word that even existed until and unless they come up with the invention. So think about the place where the Wright brothers having the thoughts of aeroplane. They made a visual in their head where there is something like an eagle which is having wings, which is having a motor at the very front, which is having an engine at the back, which is having 2 3 wheels, which can fly, which is capable of taking passengers out in the air. So somebody had the imagination. As the result of the imagination, the invention happened. So think about it. If somebody never had the imagination, if somebody never had that imagination of if the Wright brothers never had the imagination of the aeroplane on their dominant thoughts, aeroplane would have never been here. So the law of attraction works in a very simple way. First you put your dominant thoughts on action. First you make your dominant thoughts clear. Then what happens is your action will be exactly about the thoughts that you are having. If you are thinking about being rich, you will definitely become rich. If you are thinking about being poor, you will definitely become poor. So basically, I will be talking about the other book later, but still there is a word from the particular book that I used to read, Rich Dad Poor Dad of Robert Kiyosaki. The poor, normally how the poor ask is how if you ask a poor, can you afford it, the poor will be like, I can't afford it. The rich is like, how can I afford it, how can I afford it? So this is the difference between the rich and poor. So put this put the exact algorithm on your life. Okay, if you ask, if you are a person, your friend is telling about the car that the car if your friend is telling about a particular apartment that you need to lease, you are telling, I can't afford it. You will never afford it, because your dominant thoughts are about you can't afford it. And if you are thinking about how can I afford it, or if you are thinking about, yeah, I can do it, normally what happens is you will do it, because the universe heard you as in a way that universe need to help you, because you are the frequency that send out was, I can afford it. It will go back, find a solution, and come back to you. Ever since that, okay, if I am talking about the instance how law of attraction worked in my entire life is, if I want to talk about it, I need to talk from 2018 to till here. I'm not telling I read the book and suddenly all the magic happened. No, I started training law of attraction. Ever since I read law of attraction, what happens is every words I make, I'm very careful about it, because the universe is listening me. The ever since I read that book, every words I make, I'm very keen about it, because the universe is listening me. So if I'm telling something wrong, the universe will bring something wrong on me. So I don't want to jeopardize myself, keeping my dominant thoughts to be poor. So I will put me in a place where there is only good thoughts. There is only heroic thoughts, which will only bring heroic moments in my life. So I will, if I'm talking about the testimonials, what happens in the law of attraction part, I need to talk so far, but I can tell about the later instances which I was having. So basically, when I am coming to Dubai, when I'm traveling from India to Dubai, I was having a lot of debt. Actually, I was really broken. I was going to a very hard phase of my life, and I really fought with my family, and my mom or my dad was not happy about the decision that I put my hand on business, or I coming to Dubai. But when I'm coming to Dubai, the first thing that I was having is I need to find a job. I need to find a job, because I need to exist. It never happens as you are someone who want to become an entrepreneur and you will never want to do a 9 to 5. It happens if you don't want to do a 9 to 5. You understand. But I'm coming to another country. I'm coming to another country which is completely new to me, which I have no idea about. The rules are different, the regulations are different, even the driving part is different. So I came here, and the first thing that I was having is I need to find a job. So telling about jobs, In Dubai, it's not a big deal to get a job. Still, you can see a lot of people asking each other, like, do you have any jobs? Do you have any jobs? Having this pathetic face, like, can you help me with the job? Can you help me with the job? Like, you can see a lot of people wandering here and there. So when I came to Dubai, the first thing that I was having is I need to find a job because I need to exist here. There is nobody that I know in Dubai. Even though my best friend was here in Dubai, he was also going through the same phase as mine. So he cannot afford me, or we both can't afford a place together. So first thing that we need to find out is, even he was going through a very pretty bad stage of his life. So first we need to find a job. So I'm reaching on November 14, I believe. I'm reaching to November 14, I believe, in Dubai. So I was, as I said, I was always in this grind mode. So I got out, I was looking, I was giving biodatas to some places. So what happened was, I said my mom the entire story exactly the way that I'm telling now. So my mom never believed me. My mom was telling that you are getting all overconfident and all. But the thing is, trust me, okay, this is not about overconfident. It's not about how heroic I am. I am helping you guys. I am helping you. I am telling you about. I'm talking. You can either listen to a testimony or you can become one. So you listen to me. Listen to me very carefully. I'm telling about how law of attraction worked in my life. So I got out, I was searching in LinkedIn, I was doing that. So after going a little further, I got this I saw this particular job. I saw this particular job which was showing there. So when I came to Dubai, my friend was like, you never think about getting a white collar job at the very first, because getting a white collar job is not that simple in Dubai is not such as you think. The weather is like this, that, this is he was telling me like, it's very hard to get it. That the truth is, it's hard to get it, but he told me it's not it's you never think about getting a white collar at the very first. He talked to me, he said me in a way that you be ready to do anything you want to survive, because this is how Dubai works. So saw this post on LinkedIn asking for job interview. I went to that particular place. So I went to this place, and it was actually a clinic, and I met the HR. And trust me, for the people who the people who were surrounded at that particular time, looking on to everyone, the first thought which I was having is, oh God, this job is mine. The first thought I was having is, this job is exactly mine, because look at all the perks who was around me. Look at all the little fishes around me. Look at the big shark I am. I'm going to get this happen. This job is mine. You can take it as someone who is very overconfident, or you can take it as someone who is giving the wisdom, who is giving the gift that I got out of law of attraction. So take it in the right way, or else you will feel it very very stupid. The second part which I was having is, the second faith that I was having is, looking into my HR, I really thought, looking at the lady, she was a lady, looking at my HR, I really thought, okay, she is very compassionate. She will see my tribe. She will really believe. She will understand that I'm ready to do anything for this organization. I'm someone with a lot of will. She will understand me. I'm going to get this job. I already know I'm going to get this job. What happened was, the lady called me for the interview. I met the chair lady. So looking at the chair lady, I was like, believe, look at my face, look at my face, look at the thrive I'm having. I'm ready to do anything for this organization. I will give my every last blood for this organization, for until and unless I am not here, until and unless I am on this work, I am doing this job. I am ready to do anything in my powers, anything on my powers. I am ready to do it. And one of the best thing about me is, I'm a blind follower. When there is someone to when there is someone to mentor me, I'm very very blind on that. If the mentor is telling me to do actions like this, I will make actions exactly like that. If the mentor is asking me to do like this, I will do exactly. So I am evaluating at that particular room, sitting along with the chairperson. When the interview was happening, I was thinking about me. I was evaluating myself. Am I capable of getting this job? And my mind, my subconscious, or my dominant thoughts were continuously telling me, Noel, if you are not capable of this job, who will be capable of doing this? You are exactly the person who this job was waiting for you. That's why they were waiting for you to come from India to Dubai and show up there. And what happened was, I got the job. I got the job. I'm getting the job exactly after 6 or 7 days after me coming from India. And I don't know if somebody got the job all before that, but normally the people who are here, or the people who are out here, when I'm telling this, or when I'm telling my friends, they never believe. They are telling me, as, okay, you are lucky to get it. It is never luck. Of course, luck in a place where the luck that I created, not the luck that I got from the way out, the luck that I created out of law of attraction. I believed that. Let me tell you why it's law of attraction is after me getting the job, my HR was telling me, actually we selected a different girl and that girl never showed up. That's why we called you. My HR told me this. We called you because that girl never showed up, so we called you. So believe me, when I put my thoughts, when I put my dominant thoughts on law of attraction, the universe opened my gate. Even if there was someone else who was capable of doing this job, even if the corporation felt like that was the person to work out for the job, my thoughts were so clear, my thoughts were so precise that the universe opened the gate for me, because I never had a doubtful thought that I'm going to get it or not, I'm going to get it or not. And trust me, when after me giving this interview, I never went for any other interviews. After me giving this interview for this clinic, I never went for any interview, because I was ready. I was very ready that I'm going to get this job. And believe me, what happened was, my HR told me, you were there because that girl never showed up. That girl never showed up for the work. So the universe opened the gate, and what happened was, my uniform in the place which I work, or the dress which I want to wear at the place of my work, was a blue color suit. And what happened was, I get to wear the blue color suit, and I walk into the suite, and I showed my friend, and I said them, it's possible to get a blue collar job at the very first if you believe. My best friend who told me, even if you are not able to get a blue collar job in Dubai, you are supposed to work. He also got the job at the same firm which I was working, and still we were working there. So let me tell you, this is how law of attraction exactly works. And recently, the place where law of attraction always works around you. There was no places where I'm talking about the job parties, because that was the recent thing which I cracked with the use of law of attraction. Consciously or unconsciously, law of attraction is always working 24 into 7 around you. Even the only time when law of attraction is not working, when you are sleeping. But law of attraction will work until the point where you close your eyes. The last thoughts before you go to sleep actually matters. Be very careful about the last thoughts that you are having before you go to the sleep. So law of attraction will be working 24 into 7 along with me, 24 into 7 all along with us. But this was the place where I put law of attraction to work on last time. And ever since after that, there are more two instances which I put law of attraction to work, which I use law of attraction. I know law of attraction is working all around me. I'm very confident I can break anything. I can remove everything. I can do anything. There is nothing impossible with me, because law of attraction works exactly like that. So last, there was two times that I used law of attraction for. So I was having this I applied for the driving. I applied for the driving in UAE. And getting the UAE license is really such a big deal. I don't know whether it's a big deal or not, but ever since I was a child, my uncle, the first one that I'm hearing is, my dad was having a UAE license, and he was having this heavy wheel license and all. So he used to tell me it's a really big deal to have a heavy wheel license. I have heard that my mother telling the relatives, oh, my husband is having heavy wheel license in Dubai. Actually, it's very heroic to have a heavy wheel license in Dubai. So I know getting a license is actually a hard part, or ever since I heard it's hard part. So I applied myself for the driving license in UAE. I was doing the test. I did my first test. I did my second test. So when I came to the final part, I still remember I showed up at that particular place at 7:30. I showed up at the place where the test is happening at 7:30, and I was waiting in the queue, or I was waiting in the room, and they were calling people, and there was almost five traffic staff, the five traffic staff who were conducting the test. And there was one guy in that who will be of my age, maybe. He was wearing all the other guys were having shirts who are not stiff and all, who was all having which was all having strings here and here, so this guy was having a steady shirt. This guy was having a very good goggles. So this guy, actually looking into the guy, we can see it as he's someone who put things on action. I was asking law of attraction. I was asking the law of attraction. I put my dominant thoughts in a place where I put my dominant thought, let this person call my name. Let this be my person for doing my test. Let this guy be my evaluator for my test, whether I will get pass or fail, whether I will get my license or not. And trust me, what happened was, trust me, believe me, what happened was, there was almost 70-75 people in that room. And even if I am talking about the coincidence, or even if I am talking about probability, it will never happen. But in law of attraction, it happens. I believe that this guy should be my master, or I believe that this guy want to be my guy who need to take the test. And what happened was, after the two or third round, or after the third or fourth round, when there was 30-35 people remaining, this guy showed up and he was calling 2-3 names, and at the last he called me Noel. And I stand up at the particular moment. I knew it. Okay, I cracked it. I already cracked it. All I asked for the universe was, made my gate open. This guy, let this guy call me, because I know I could do it. I put my dominant thoughts that, okay, this guy is going to call me. This guy called me. I got into the test. I cracked the test. I got my license done. This was the second time recently I put the law of attraction to my work. And you could maybe, for most of the people you listen to this, you may feel it very stupid, because if you are not someone who believe in law of attraction, I don't know, this won't never work at you. But trust me, if you put it on action, law of attraction never work in a way that you are always thinking, when you go to sleep, you are thinking, tomorrow morning I want 1 crore dirhams in my bank account, or I want 10 lakhs inside my shelves. It will never work like that. Law of attraction, work on your thoughts. Law of attraction, work on your thoughts. Law of attraction is not a magic. Law of attraction is a process. Law of attraction is a procedure how you can get things done. You gotta believe and it will appear. You gotta believe and it will appear. Don't get confused. It's such as a magic. Don't be a loser laying down on the bed and always thinking as, I want it and this thing will come because of law of attraction. Nothing like that. You put your 50% of your work, keeping your dominant thoughts, it should happen. It will definitely happen. That's how law of attraction works. So these are the last two instances that I can say as a testimonial. So talking about law of attraction, the secret that I told you today, many rich people, I will be talking about this particular part later, because I want to talk about the another book which I will be telling in the next video. But I couldn't control myself not telling you the secret. I couldn't control myself telling this more. I couldn't control myself to add this more. Actually, many of the rich people know the secret. This is the secret to a wealthy life. This is the secret to the abundance of wealth. This is the secret for a very healthy lifestyle. And many people know, many rich people know, this is the secret for having a very healthy relationship, but they will never disclose you. If you are someone who have never read this book, The Secret, I will definitely suggest to download this secret. You will get the entire PDF on Google. You can buy the book on Amazon. It's very cheap. You will get the audio book on Amazon. You will get it everywhere, because Secret is one of the pioneers of the books, or one of the pioneers, or one of the best sellers. You can even ask to any of your friends. They will definitely sell. Any of your friends who is into books, they will be definitely knowing about The Secret. The moment you complete Secret, the moment you read the entire book, the life is on your control. Your life is on your hands. You will be able to tame the law of attraction to the way that you want. Trust me, believe me on this. This is the only secret. Put law of attraction into action. Visualize. Make your dominant thoughts. Your dominant thoughts will become your actions. I believe that you are great. I believe there is something magnificent within you, regardless of how old you are, how young you are, regardless of how your past have been, how your present is. All I know is, if you let it think properly, there is something which will emerge within you, which is way powerful than this world, which will help you conspire everything in this world, which will protect you, which will feed you, which will clothe you, which will direct you, which will do anything you want if you put it into action. All I know is, if you allow it to happen, it will definitely work it for sure. Thank you.